Hi there. My name is Julia. I go by Ghoulia or Wow Ghoulia on Instagram _W0W Ghoulia with two A's. I've been modeling for about almost a year now. I started in about January of this year, 2023. Um, and so far, it's been a really fun ride and really wild time, and I've been having a lot of fun. Had a lot of ups and downs, but overall, it's been a really, really good experience. So I would consider myself a freelance model, amateur cosplayer. I also do makeup artistry on the side. Um, I've been passionate about it for a while, so I love that it helps me with my modeling. I can incorporate it in a lot of different ways since I do a lot of SFX looks, a lot of horror stuff, creepy, uh, overly glam, almost drag queen looking style, looking makeup as well. Um, so I got into modeling because I really enjoyed being in front of the camera when I was a theater kid. Helped me express myself a lot because I was kind of a shy kid. I was trying to get out there more, and joining theater really helped me in that aspect. I was able to become more social, more positive even. I met a lot of different types of people, and it just helped my attitude and mood a lot. But I was still kind of an insecure kid back then. I didn't really have a lot of confidence and really think that I could do more than just school theater. It was something I kind of thought about continuing after high school, but unfortunately, when you dye your hair, pierce yourself, and get tattooed, they kind of don't want you in on Broadway. So when I started getting in front of a camera for my friend to take some photos for his clothing brand, I really was like, you know what? This is something I really like. I actually like having more of like creativity to kind of do what I want instead of being more limited to like what the school wants me to do, but something more of like I'm kind of creating on my own with like clothes I'm wearing for my friend's brand. And then from there, I'm kind of able to just kind of create more of what I want instead of what other people want. And so from there, I actually got a message from another photographer. Instead of me taking photos, this photographer wanted to take photos of me and his clothing brand too. And I thought, well, you know what? Let me give it a shot. And I realized I actually really, really enjoy it a lot, a lot. Being in front of more of like a nicer quality camera and like a nicer location than my balcony at home. And it was really nice. And having someone else take the photos was very nice too, instead of me trying to set up my phone, do it on my own. And the quality of the photos afterwards was totally worth it. And it made me realize, wow, okay, you know what? I should start doing this more often. So I started that same night, actually. That same night, I went to my first photo meet. So I had kind of like my first photo shoot and my first photo meet in the same night, which was pretty cool. It was actually an art and show meet, and I was just wearing the photographer's clothing brand. He actually goes by Dice. I am Dice on Instagram. His clothing brand is Vintage 91 Co. Uh, and I went to the art and show me and I took a couple photos in the clothes, and I didn't realize I could be in such a cool environment where there was a bunch of photographers and a bunch of models, creators, all of that, all in one space, networking, meeting each other, having a great time. And I thought, you know what, this is definitely, I'm gonna definitely get into this more. It was a life-changing kind of experience because it kind of helped me realize like more possibilities, more opportunities, and more chances I could do. So I started going to all these types of photo meets a lot, doing more looks, kind of thinking more outside the box. Okay, what can I try now? What haven't people seen of me yet? Um, and that kind of has helped me think of more stuff to do and more stuff to create. Um, yeah. What is my favorite thing about modeling? My favorite thing about modeling would be probably the fact that I can just take however long I want to get ready and get dressed however I want in the mornings if I give myself enough time to. And I just love the process of getting ready. And because honestly, I love the fact that I can just throw on whatever makeup I want to kind of go with the look I want to do, have the creativity to create whatever I want. And sometimes I wake up not knowing what the hell I'm gonna do, and I have a shoot that same night, and I'm able to throw something together. And I kind of love the process of just thinking about, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I'm gonna create, and then going with the flow of things and kind of just saying what looks good. And sometimes it comes out incredible. And sometimes I'm at the end and I'm like, you know what, could have came out a little bit better, but I love being able to learn from that. So I love that process of being able to get ready, taking however long I want to make these types of mistakes and kind of learn from this craft that I'm kind of trying to be a master in, if that makes sense. But if it's not that, then it would definitely have to be meeting new people within the community, meeting different types of people from different walks of life, and then being able to reconnect with those people at a later time. It's really fun being able to have a nice support system within the community and just learning about different things about modeling, photography, business, networking. It's great. Who is my favorite photographer with dreadlocks? I think there's only like the one best photographer with dreadlocks, and that would just have to be Mr. Cat Daddy Robinson. Is it Robinson? Sorry if I messed your name up, Justin. Don't hate me. But would have to be my favorite. You know what? One great experience I had with that fool. We were we were at a photo shoot and I had like some gory nurse makeup on, and we were in an elevator, and it was me, him, Ari, and I believe Abel. Golden shower, no, not golden shower. I'm so dead. Tara had made a joke about that. That's why I it up. Golden hour, PPV. I think it's PPV. Yeah. He was there too. So it was all four of us cramped inside of this little elevator. And it was kind of like not like hotel quality elevator. It's kind of like creaky train elevator. But you know what? Me and Ari were posted up on the handles, like the guardrails or whatever they're called, doing all these crazy poses. And, you know, Justin's in the corner with Abel, and they're kind of just cramped there trying to get these photos. And I remember it was so funny. The photos came out amazing. Justin's just that great. I think it's the dreadlocks. They probably have some sort of like power within them. You know, what can I say? Man's a legend. What has been my best photo shoot so far? So I get asked this question a lot, and I feel like the answer kind of changes pretty often because I'm always going through these new experiences, and I'm like, that was the best photo shoot ever. And if I had to pick one, it would probably be one of my most recent ones, actually. Not the most recent, but it was when I went up to Big Bear with Cloud, his handle, his Cloud T Photography, with some underscores somewhere. And we went up to Big Bear, and we had got a cabin studio out there for one night. And it was incredible because I had brought a bunch of different types of clothing, and he had brought a bunch of different types of props and some other cool types of clothing as well. And we were able to get a bunch of looks in that night. I was able to create a lot of content, get a lot of stuff in, and the photos came out amazing. I was able to just like have so much fun too. It was like pretty late at night that we ended up getting there, so it was like kind of not the best because I wasn't able to get the outdoor shots I wanted, but I got a lot of great indoor ones, and the studio was amazing. Like, it was incredibly beautiful, and I was like, "This is perfect. This is awesome." I had a lot of fun time, and yeah, that would have to probably be one of the best ones. How do I handle when things don't go well in a shoot? Well, I guess I like to take a look at what the situation is exactly I'm in, uh, who I'm with, what I'm doing, and where I'm at, and see, okay, what can I do to make this a little bit better? And I can kind of either, maybe if things are a little awkward and the person that I know that I'm with is very shy, then I can try and be a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more social, try to get them to engage more with me so it's not super timid or awkward or anything like that. Um, if things are getting like a little, say, creepy, then I can kind of, instead of trying to be more upbeat and more like engage with me, I can kind of be more defensive and like, you know, don't like don't be weird, don't be creepy, kind of like have like a defensive type of like, take me serious. Like don't I won't let them try to get too friendly with me if you understand what I'm saying. So, yeah, it really depends on what the situation is. I can kind of, I don't want to say manipulate because that sounds a little off, but yeah, kind of like a manipulate the situation to like where it'll go a way that's not gonna be no harm to anyone. What is my favorite horror look I've done? Well, I don't know if you can really consider this one a horror look. It's definitely creepy. It's got like kind of like an eerie vibe to it. It was when I went to an art and show meet and I did a mime bunny look and I threw it together literally last second, like I was saying, like I normally do. And it came out like really sick. And I was able to get so many great photos that night. It came together really, really well. And it had the perfect balance of like pretty, cute, adorable, and like, oh, creepy and like scary. Like some people were being creeped out by me, which I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to like creep people out with my looks. But if we're not looking for more of like a creepy one, then definitely another favorite would have to be when I did a gory nurse look. And that one I had went shopping for like these this metal wire, and I was able to chop it up into little metal wire, and it looked like staples in my face the way I wanted it to, and I was so freaking happy with the way it came out because I was really nervous that it wasn't going to work out the way I wanted it to, but it actually did. So I was really happy, and that was like, wow, this has got to be one of my favorites because it just worked out the way I wanted it to. And everyone was really blown away by that look that night, and I was so happy I was able to get it. Am I a fan of horror movies? And if I am, which ones? I'm definitely a fan of horror movies. I mean, who isn't? But I think if I had to pick some favorites, it would definitely be I love the Saw series. Super incredible. I really love gory movies. So that entire series, super gory, super just, I love it. And the storyline behind it is really awesome as well. I really like the way it's done. I also really love Terrifier. That is so cool. I love the story behind it. Like the reason why I was created, like kind of like how it's the anti-inspiration for Pennywise. I love that. I love that concept. So I really love the Terrifier franchise. Really love the character. Another favorite definitely would have to be the Michael Myers series and franchise as well. I kind of just fell in love with it as a kid because it was the first like classic slasher film I was able to see. And I was like, this is it. This is the one. This is the best. Obviously, I've seen a lot of great ones, but that one kind of stuck with me when I was younger because of the fact it was the first. So I feel like I'm kind of biased towards it. Do I have any music recommendations? Yes. Okay. Well, it depends. What are you looking for? If you're looking for some more metal type of music, if you haven't listened to Hearts slash Wires from Deftones. That's a recent one I've been on lately, and it's really good. I just love the way it sounds. If you're looking for rap, you know what? A good one off of Lil Wayne's new album, Cat Food. Love it. That's a good one. You know what? Metal and rap are really like kind of like my top two genres, so we'll just go with those two. Check those out. Is there a city I love to shoot in? I really enjoy shooting in Los Angeles. I have a lot of great photos from over there. They have a lot of great studios out there. And if you know nice areas, if you're able to like really know the area, you can find some beautiful spots that are outdoors as well. Really nature type vibe and city type vibe. You just got to know your spots. But it's also a great spot for studios as well. And they have beaches nearby as well, and well in LA. So I love to shoot out there because you can kind of get a mixture of a lot of the types of looks that you can go for. Well, normally I try to go for. So this photo was actually taken at an art and show meet. I was doing a vampire look that night, and it was taken by Randy B Photo. And the reason why it means a lot to me is because I was in love with this photo when I was sent it, because I didn't realize how good I could look, even when a lot of my skin imperfections are showing. Like, sorry. And when I took a look at the photo, it was very obvious to me. Like I could see it like first thing that like I was like, damn, you know, my skin is not smooth. Like you can see my acne scars. You can see like little like wrinkles in the makeup and like the creases and all that stuff. Kind of like the sweat in the face, you know, long night, it's hot outside, you know how it is. But I was still so incredibly just shocked with the photo. I was like, you know, even with these skin imperfections that I'm seeing, it's still a really good photo. I personally loved it. And it made me fall in love with the photo a lot. And it was the first time I really saw a photo of myself like that, that I was like, wow, I can still look incredibly good, even with imperfections like that. And it opened my eyes more to like, hey, you know what? It's okay if I have imperfections like that. And a lot of people do. It's just life. This is a photo taken at a photo meet hosted by Eclectic Photo Meets. And honestly, I just love the way my makeup came out in this photo. This photo was also taken by a good friend of mine, David. His Instagram handle is Soulless Adrift. And you know what was funny about this? He actually hates the color green. And he was like, why did you have to choose like a green outfit? I hate the color green. I don't know how I'm gonna edit these photos. I'm like, chill, you got this. And he was like, all right, I'll see what I can do. and he sent me the photos, and I'm like, David, these look incredible. I love the way the green pops out, especially my makeup and the outfit. Like, I look like a damn glow stick, and my red hair just adds to it in this photo. And I loved it. And I'm like, it came out amazing. And you know what? I hope he loves them as much as I love them, because I think they came out great. So this photo is actually just a normal selfie of myself taken on my iPhone, not some photo taken on a nice little luxury camera by a photographer. So the backstory behind this selfie, I actually snapped this on my way to a photo shoot. I was actually riding with the photographer, and we ran into some car issues. He had got a flat tire, so we had to pull over on the side of the road, and it took a while before we were able to get help. But I just thought it was funny, just the situation, and just like, oh, it is what it is, life happens. I remember I had a lot of car issues with my first car, so I've been through this type of stuff before. So I just quickly snapped a photo on the side of like the highway because the lighting was really good. And I smiled in the photo because I was actually laughing because I thought it was really funny. And I normally don't like my smile when I smile with my teeth, but I thought it looks good in the photo, and especially because it was kind of like a candid moment for me, I figured it's funny, and just the situation it was too. Why not? This photo was taken at a photo meet hosted by Mr. Poe, and this photo was taken by David. His Instagram account is, I think it's DVYVES. You know what, David, if I got it wrong, I'm so sorry. I really love the way this photo came out. It's like really ethereal, kind of just fairy type of vibe, and the angel wings really also just like amped it up for me. And for this outfit, I actually threw it together too last minute. When I packed it, I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna wear, and I just kind of threw it together. And a week prior to this shoot, my homegirl actually gave me a lot of clothes because she was trying to like filter out her closet a bit. So she had like a bunch of clothes, and she was like, hey, if there's any clothes you want, you know, feel free to take them. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I have a lot of use for clothes now that I model. So I was going through her clothes and I picked out some pieces. And so this outfit was actually some of those pieces of the clothing that I had got from her. And those are actually her angel wings too. She let me borrow them a while ago for a shoot, and I just happened to have them again. So she let me borrow them for that shoot. And I was like, it's kind of funny. So I'm like kind of wearing pieces of her clothing and the angel wings. And I'm like, it's kind of like an homage to her because she's like my best friend. So, and with the whole fairy ethereal vibe, I just think it's such a beautiful photo. Some final words would be advice to models, especially models in the industry who are kind of like me, where you guys do a lot of boudoir and NSFW, because I unfortunately deal with a lot of people kind of like depersonifying me because of that. Like they kind of treat me more as an object instead of like a person with feelings. You know, I just want to say, keep respecting yourself and respecting your boundaries, and know your worth, have dignity, and don't let people step on you or think less of you just because you do photo shoots like that are a little bit more on the taboo side and not what, you know, everyone in the world loves. But, you know, we're not here to please people. Personally, I do these shoots because it's an expression of myself, because like I mentioned earlier, I was an insecure kid back in the day, especially when it came to my weight, because I was picked on it a lot when I was in school. So now that I'm in a place in my life where I feel comfortable with myself and that I can wear what I can wear, it's more of like an expression of self-love as well when I do shoots like these. And I don't like when people try to say that I'm something that I'm not, you know, or try to make me seem like my self-worth isn't as worthy anymore because of that. It's just because I choose to show my body a little bit more. So I want to, you know, give advice to all models, like, to not let that get to you, not let other people's perspectives on it get to you, you know. Make sure you're doing it because you love to do it for yourself and not because you feel even pressure to, you know. As long as you're enjoying the way you're expressing yourself, if it's that way, then it's not an issue. And don't let people make you think it's an issue. Don't let people treat you like you're not an actual human, you know, because we all deserve like respect. You can find me on Instagram at _W0WGHOULIAA_. You can also find me on TikTok at Ghoulia Boolia, HOOLIABOOLIA. I will be coming out with more socials soon, so if you follow me on Instagram and just keep in touch, stay updated, you'll see when I start reaching out on different platforms such as Twitter, OnlyFans, possibly like YouTube even. So just keep an eye out because I do tend to update on there too, and you can see what is up.